my hand, she left no more. Okay, we are live. Hello and welcome to In Around Place. My name is Craig, and today we're going into the mucky dark depths of Brawl in Magic the Gathering Arena, and we're really going out of my comfort zone with this deck because we're playing with Ashling Flame Dancer. If you've watched one of my videos before or tuned into one of these lives, you know that I mostly play massive creature decks. But instants and sorceries is the order of the day because you don't lose unspent red mana as steps and phases end. Travis, good morning. Welcome. How the devil are you on this fine Wednesday morn? Yeah. So Ashling, we don't lose red mana as steps phases end, and it's got Magecraft. Whenever you cast a copy an instant or sorcery spell, discard a card, then draw a card. If this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, Ashling deals 2 damage to each opponent and each creature they control. If it's the third time, add 4 red mana. So we're going to be spending a lot of time casting instants and sorceries, and we're going to be in this sort of range. We've got cards that will do damage. We've got cards that will do more damage. We've got cards that will do more damage and then more damage. We've got tokening creations. Good, how are you, boo? I'm good, thank you very much. I'm much better than I was. I have been suffering from a cold, but as you can tell, I am fresh as a daisy. It was actually Travis who's in my comments now. His son is the one that requested that this be a surprise deck. I don't like playing red at the best of times. Do I enjoy playing with this deck? Meh. Is it good? Meh. I'm missing some real good instant, like Mizzet something or other, which is like, I think you pretty much get that and you've won the game. So what we're going to want to be doing is whenever we cast an instance or sorcery, we're going to be discarding cards, which is going to then draw cards. And then we're going to be able to hopefully be drawing lots more instants and sorceries. We've also got creatures that are going to work with it. For example, we've got Young Pyromancer, which is going to create a 1/1 elemental creature whenever we play an instant or sorcery. We've got Slickshot Show-Off, which has got flying and haste. And whenever we cast an instant or sorcery, gets +2/+0. We've got Magda. Whenever we commit crime, we're going to create a treasure token. And we can sacrifice 3 treasures and create a 4/4 red scorpion dragon, which is great. We've got Heartfire Immolator, which is going to have prowess, and then we can sacrifice it to do some damage. We've got some mice in here, which are going to, if we target it with a buffing instant or sorcery, it's going to do something like get a +1/+1 counter. We've got Torbrand, which is going to do more damage. We've got Urabrask, which is going to give us red mana, and it's going to do 1 damage to the face. Then we can transform it into an awesome saga. We've got Twin Flame Tyrant, which is going to double damage. We've got City on Fire, which is going to then triple damage, so we could be doubling, tripling stuff, doing damage when creatures enter. We've got all sorts of good stuff in this deck, and in testing it works 50% of the time, like with most of my decks. And I'm not bigging it up, and I'm hoping that by not bigging it up, I'm going to win the first game, because I normally lose the first game. That's next stream. We're playing with Craven the Hunter / Barco, Brackus. No, that doesn't sound right. Whatever it is, that's the next stream. Let's not worry about that. I had to jinx it. I know. I shouldn't have said anything. I should have just let things lie. We could have won the first game, and, you know, that would be sort of a design on how the rest of the stream's going to go. It's going to be bad. We're going against Mono Blue, Jin-Gitaxias, which means stuff we play is going to get countered and stuff, but we've got no creatures, but we have got the instants and sorceries. Jin-Gitaxias is expensive. We'll go through that in a second. We have got instants and sorceries, which is what we want our commander to do, and we've got 3 mana, so it's, in essence, a good hand. Keep. Okay, for 5 blue, 2 blue, 3 any colour. Ward 2. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell with mana value 3 or greater, draw a card. Easy. And then you can exile Jin-Kataxis, then return it to the battlefield, transformed under its owner's control, activate only as a sorcery. So they're going to be taking lots of extra turns. And they're going to be doing some shitty stuff. It's blue, throwing everything back to my hand, which, on the grand scheme of things, in this deck, isn't that bad of a thing. Because we won't have many permanents on the battlefield. It's still annoying, but, blue is annoying. But we'll try. We'll see what we can do. And it seems like they've 100% got a counter spell in hand. Hence why they're not playing anything either. But I'm not going to play anything until I've got Ashling out. Oh, there we go. So whenever we draw a second card, they get to draw a card. I mean, I could... Wait, what? What? Just so they can't counter it. May as well get rid of that. Cool. Okay. So they can't counter it. So we may as well get Ashling onto the battlefield. Hopefully we can have Ashling survive. Unless they enchant it and it becomes a business person. Or 0-2 toy or something. But if that's the case, we'll play a spell and get rid. And then... yeah, we can figure it. Whatever they do, we can figure it. And there we go, back to hand. Annoying. Blue is annoying. But you know what? They could be playing the game thinking exactly the same thing. Interesting. Interesting. Let's get rid of... let's get rid of Firebrand Scheme. Okay, that's fine. You see, I mean, they could be sitting on their side being like, oh, God, this guy is just going to kill everything. What a prick. And they would be correct. And you know what? This is one of those times where I don't feel bad about killing everything they play because it's blue. And blue is the absolute worst. Anyway, red and blue are the worst. And you're right. And I couldn't resist. I had to get Momo. I'm sorry. I love Momo so much. Okay, here's Jin-Kataxis. Can we do anything about Jin-Kataxis? Probably not. But hey, we're going to try. So we're going to start off by... Let's draw 2 cards. We'll discard... We'll discard Felonious Rage. Great Train Heist. Okay, fine. Okay, that's good. That's really nice. Okay. Let's play Gimli's Fury and we'll... Let's get rid of Short Strike. Oh, okay. Come on. How many would that go? It's only going to go twice. Which isn't a massive amount. Nothing like watching Magic at 3 in the morning. Jeez, Mike. Well, thank you very much for watching. Yoinkus. Oh, no, that's got war, doesn't it? Shitballs. Let's get rid of you. And we'll storm. I really don't want to get rid of Twin Flame Tyrant, and we can play Niflheim from the graveyard. We'll also get rid of that, and then we'll do damage there as well. But we can only play that. Oh, bollocks. Okay. I don't want to, but we've got 4 mana. I really don't want to do this. Okay. I could really have shut off on that. Ugh. Are they going to trade? I don't know. No. Okay, interesting. I misplayed that massively, I think, but hey-ho. My new computer chair comes today. Nice. And my back and ass cannot wait. Okay, thank you. Fine. Blue. Annoying. Okay. I mean, we've got lots of mana. I'm not going to block that. That's fine. I think they've got a counter spell. They keep checking out Niflheim. They're going to counter it. Yeah, knew it. I knew it. That was bad choice. Bad choice. But at least we can still do Niflheimer Flame. How does Storm work? I've never understood it. So Storm is however many spells you play before you cast the Storm spell is how many times that spell will copy itself. So, because I'd spent... What I should have done, and I misplayed it massively because I'm an idiot, but what I should have done was, because it goes onto the stack, and then I kept drawing other one... Because I kept drawing one cost spells, I could have put them on the stack with the treasures that I'd created, and then that way I would have been able to do more shots on the grape shot, but I didn't do that. I think I've lost this game. I shouldn't have tried to keep hold of Twin Flame Tyrant. That was my... I get so greedy when I'm playing Magic because I just love cards and I just want to be able to play. So I love Twin Flame Tyrant. I need to get out of that mind frame. Plus, it's really difficult commentating and playing. So that's my excuse. But it wouldn't be me if I didn't lose the first game. So... there we go. I lost the first game. That's warming up. Okay, so all I'm doing is warming up. So yeah, so Storm's pretty straightforward. The best Storm spell is Mizzet something or other, but I don't have it. It's Mythic. If I get a Mythic wild card today, which I'm not going to get, but if I get one, then I will get Mizzet. God damn. Right. Yeah, I'm unsure about this one. I have a spell, but only one. This is definitely more of a creature hand. I have that one, I believe. It looks like the grape shot that I played, that kind of art style. I think I prefer Brave Meadowguard over the Heartfire Immolator for this turn. Just because I can start making it bigger That's what she said. Next turn, and I can also play Heartfire Immolator, which is gonna get prowess. So let's do that. May as well. May as well. Yoinkus, yoinkus. Llanowar Visionary. No attacks. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. You're not going to get me that easy. Storm counts all spells. Heinz, good morning. How are you doing? Thank you for watching. Storm counts all spells that have been cast that turn, including yours and your opponent. Yeah. That, you explained it much better than I did. I am terrible at explaining stuff. I don't know why any of you are watching, to be fair, but thank you. I appreciate it, though. I'm going in. I should have let that hit first, to be fair. But Marwyn scares me a little bit, I'm not going to lie. Really could do with some more mana. That's what I need. I do like their lands. Their lands are very nice. Never seen them in the store. But, yeah. That's gross, though. I didn't know that. Yeah, it is gross, to be fair. Storm really can go hard. That's what she said. You know, and it's one of those things that when you're watching it happen, and it just hurts so much. I'm not going to attack. I'm just going to sit here, I think that maybe they're going to have something that will grow one of their creatures. Maybe. That's disgusting as well. They've got lots of mana. We're going to be seeing some big creatures. I don't think that I am going to win this game. I am not long for this world, clearly. Allosaurus Shepherd, I can't counter anything. Not that I've got any counter magic. So, yeah. Faceless Agent is going to seek them another card. And it's going to be an elf. Because this is clearly an elf deck. Which I'm in the process of building an elf deck. And I didn't have as many elves as I thought. But the elf that I chose was, as the commander, was I want to say Dion, but it's not Dion. That went super wide. Oh, yeah. Williak, good morning. How are you in the sunny Brazil? It's going into your summer now, isn't it? So, is it hot? Right, let's do that. Let's discard Bolt Wave. We've got a Storming spell. Can't really pop off with Grape Shot. I might be able to. No. think it would. Yeah. The problem is the wideness. I mean, look at that. I think they're attacking with everything. I think I'm dead. Jesus fucking Christ. that's GG. I mean, good game. There was fuck all I could do about that. Let's be honest. Yeah. Go on, do your thing. Do your thing. Lots of clouds and 36 degrees. Jesus Christ. I feel for you. I'm so glad we're going in winter. I'm much more of a try and warm myself up with duvet than not being able to cool myself down when it's too hot kind of guy. So, yeah. Okay, so 2 plays, 2 losses, and both of them probably my fault. But this deck isn't great. I'm missing some really good instants and sorceries that would be really good. Brotherhood's End off the top. What do you mean? Slimy, good morning, good evening. We're playing with Ashling Flame Dancer. What time is it for you? And where are you? So you're going to be the east side of the world, even though it's an orb and whatnot. Which it's the first instance and sorcery deck I've ever built, and I'm not that confident with it, if I'm being honest. Oh, it's 3 a.m. Oh, Jesus. Well, thank you for joining at so early, late, depending on your view. Yeah, I'm going to keep. Risky keep. But I can create a treasure token. But I'm going to save that. Do I want to save that? Yes. They've not got anything in hand. We're going against Tetsuko, Umezawa, Fugitive. Creatures you control with power or toughness 1 or less can't be blocked. So we're going ninjutsu, I'm assuming. But I'm not too worried about that at the minute, because I can use Breaking of the Fellowship to get them to do damage to each. Insomnia is my best friend, yes. I too suffer with that, and it is fucking horrible. I could board wipe, couldn't I? What do I want to do? See, this would be the perfect time to have Grape Shot. I'm gonna... I mean, I can't block anyway. And then I'm just going to end the turn there. May as well attack in. You see, I was tempted by Seething into Erebrask. And you're probably right. Okay. I feel that I want it on my PC. Sorry, I've missed some comments here. Where was I? 3 a.m. We can't confuddle him this early. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, Screaming Nemesis, which doesn't really help me here because I can't block anything that they play. I guess I'm going to Ashling Flame Dancer. Fucking prick. No. No. Not going to get salty about it. Not going to get salty. I am salty about it. Okay. That's fine. I could. Oh, I could board wipe, couldn't I? I can't block any of the shit that they're playing, but I could kill everything that they've got. Yeah, you kill my stuff, fine. I'll kill your stuff. Rub the salt and embrace it. Ouroboros mana is crazy OP. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to plot that for next turn, so I can play it for free. Where's the grape shot when you need it? That's the problem here. It's still going to do its thing though. It just doesn't untap. They're not playing with non-basic lands. Are you guys excited for the next set? I am playing a deck with Azula already. Really? I will go back to the comments. I know that there's a lot of comments and I'm missing them, but I will go back. I think Screaming Nemesis would have been the better choice. I fucking hate that card so much. Blue enchantments are the worst. But I like that. Okay, they're down to 4. They're not going to be a life gaining deck anyway, so it's not really relevant. Get mooned. Yeah, I should get the moon, but I don't have the mana. The wild card, not mana. I don't have the wild card for it, unfortunately. Although that would be nice. Yeah, next set. I am quite excited about it, to be fair. All right, let's do Strike It Rich, create a treasure token. That's going to do 1 damage. That's going to give me more mana. Then I'm going to... GG! Blue! Oh, that was good. Yeah, that was good. Okay, let me just go back. Insomnia's my best friend. I played the new one-ish one in... I'm myself doing okay. Lots of pain, but happy to be playing the new League of Path of Exile and Fortnite with the Simpsons season. Nice! Why lots of pain, bro? If you don't mind me asking. I've not played Path of Exile for ages. I used to play it all the time. I played the newish one in Path of Exile 2 the other day. Nice. It was the PS5. Is not well optimized. So I've played it on the Xbox. I haven't played it on the PS5. Seething into Erebras, saw that. I feel that I want it on my PC. I would recommend Path of Exile. It's a great game. Erebras mana is crazy OP. I should have probably done that a bit sooner, to be fair. Are you guys excited for the next set? I'm playing a deck with Azula already. But how are you playing a deck with Azula already? I'm kind of excited. Yes, Get Mooned, the Red Moon. Right, I'm up to date. I am kind of excited. I've pre-ordered the 50 packs, which I will open on stream, like I do every set. But I love Avatar, and it fits better into Magic than any other set that they've released recently. Well, obviously, this set with the Simpsons set. Okay, I'm going to keep this hand, and I'm going to do the get into Erebras much sooner, like turn 3, obviously. And we'll keep up. Let me just catch up. Back pain and hernia. Oh, yeah, hernia sucks, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, me too. That is bad. I've had a hernia once, and yeah, didn't know what it was. Tried to push it back in when I woke up in the morning, and you know when you get like that shot of pain where you end up on the ceiling, like oh my god, you know that kind of pain. Right, we're playing Tifa Lockhart, which is going to really go off. Luckily, we're playing with red. So Tifa, if you don't know about Tifa, is whenever you play a land, you double her power. So by turn 3, 4, you're green constantly playing extra lands, you know, and then they're able to just really go hard. Brask is going to help with the first strike. And also what's really good is, because it's mono green, most of their spells are, this creature gets +1/+1 and it fights any creature. So with Urbrask, I'm going to be doing okay, unless they manage to more removal for Tifa, so that's nice. So let's get Urbrask out ASAP, I think, this turn. Yeah, we may as well just start doing a speck of damage. It'd be really nice to pull Grape Shot. Kind of want to save that though. Oh, shit, bollocks. Didn't mean to press that. Right, there's one damage. Yeah. I have never used this ability on Urbrask. Never. And then I create 3 treasure tokens. Until end of turn, you may cast instant and sorcery spells from any graveyard. If a spell cast this way would be put into a graveyard, exile it instead. Exile this saga, then return it to the battlefield. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah. I already had an operation to remove it, but got another one. Oh, bloody hell, mate. Sorry about that. That really sucks. Right. Problem is, I can't kill Orioroboid. That sucks. I might be able to, though. Maybe? It turns out no. It's going to get a +2. So it's getting nice and big. That's what she said. Okay. Nice. So they're going to be able to kill me with Orioroboid. It's going to lose some of those +1/+1 counters. Let's see if I can do this. Let's get rid of you. Shit, what I should have done was... Oh no, I can still do it. Play Seething Soul, which is going to give me a shit ton more mana. No, I've got 6 mana. Should be able to win this turn. We've now got 10 mana. Oh shit, I don't have green. I thought it was any colour. Oh, okay. It's going to do more damage, do more stuff. We've got 9 mana. Do more damage. And yeah, we're just going to kill them slowly. GG! GG Tifa, mono green, mono red. We kind of redeemed ourselves after the debacle that was the elf deck. But yeah, GG. Arabrask in this deck is... Arabrask is probably arguably the better commander. Maybe. But yeah, like I said, this is the first... It's really out of my comfort zone building this one. Weird. I was having no end of trouble with this last night, actually. It wouldn't let me play for ages, and I don't know what was going on. Okay, so we've only got 2 mana. We've got some targeting spells. No creature to target. And we've got 1 damage doer. We're going against Summit, which is going to be very fast. I think I need more kill spells than what I've got. That doesn't help because that's only 1 mana. Okay, well 2 technically. But we've got damage to face. We can draw cards. We can target. Again, quite slow. I'm doing it. Yeah, all right. Shut up. Let's get rid of you and now I'm just going to take my time for the hell of it. Rush the room. 2. No kill spells. This was probably not the right way to go. See what I mean? Haste, first strike. Samet is a bit of a prick. I didn't even read it out. First strike, vigilance, haste. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, if that creature entered this turn, draw a card. Simples, innit? Simples. Okay, I'm going to throw away you and... No, that's going to create the trick. I'm going to have to go... Yeah. Don't know if I'm playing this game right. I've thrown away quite a few spells and instances. There's sorceries and instances, I mean. Seething Song into Ashling Flame Dancer into Bolt Wave to do 3 damage, and we'll discard I mean, that, to be fair, that could have okay, got rid of all of their ramp. And we'll put Melt Through in the hand. Okay, that was a good turn. No, not falling for that. Thanks, but no thanks. Right, Torbran. Melt Through. So it's going to do 4 damage at the minute. Nice. And then we'll attack in. Unless they've got a flashy creature. Nice. Okay. Another good turn. Okay. Okay. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. They don't have any mana to play it. Your go. GG, Samet. Well done. Good game. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Yeah, I'm glad with the decisions I made. I was able to survive, and yeah, I'm sort of getting back into the zone of Magic. It's 11 AM here. Well, no, it's not. It's 11:45, and I still feel like it's about 3 AM. But that's okay. I've not even had a look at what midweek Magic is this week. Last week's was rubbish. Not worth doing. Kept losing. Yeah. Took me ages, and it just wasn't worth it. I got an alt art for a random common Spider-Man card. I was a bit miffed after spending all that time. Right. I'm going to keep... Yes, we have some removal. Well, say removal. We have some damage maker at Giverers. We've got mana. Got mana for days. We haven't. We have. I'm not going to play Bolt Wave. I'm going to save that. We're playing against Teferi, Time Bender, untap up to 1 target artifact creature. You gain 2 life and draw 2 cards, or take an extra turn. Yippee for me. I love extra turns. It's always nice. So let's start doing damage to the face whenever we play a non-creature spell. We can sort of do damage to planeswalkers as well. I'm not going to play anything. I think they're holding up a counter spell. So I'm just going to sit here. Sit here pretty. And just wait. Just take my time. No rush. No rush to do any damage. They've got a counter spell. 100%. So I'm not going to play that game. You don't play anything and I'll just keep doing damage to the face. Not a problem. Not a problem. Yeah. I think this turn we're going to see a but do they though? But do they though? Because they've now got an otter with prowess. I think they've got a counter spell. Let's find out. I'm still no the wiser. Oh, fuck it. Let's just play. Yeah. God damn it. I knew they had something. I knew they had something. The reprieve isn't so bad. At least I still get it. But, yeah. Cool. Do I want to do Solfim? No. Can't do damage to anything, that's okay. I just want to keep it away from its getting extra turns. I don't want them to have extra turns. That was probably a bad turn by me. That's fine. Water prick. Okay. That's going to do... That doubles the damage. So that's going to do 6. Oh, for fuck's sake. Piss off, blue. I hate blue so much. It's just so fucking annoying. I'm not salty, though. I am not salty. I am not going to shout bad things at Springs, who's just going to keep taking extra turns and returning stuff to my hand, which I can't tell you how much I fucking hate it. So an artifact can become a 4/4. Let's try again. No, that's creature. We may as well equip it. No? Return it to my hand? Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck right off, you prick. I'm sorry. I know I get mad and I'm abusive. But sometimes. Hello, Fireburst. How you doing? Mr. Inferno. Yeah. What do you mean, Mr. Inferno? Oh, fucking hell. I can't be arsed. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't watch them have extra turns. And then copy spells again and again. And destroy and kill. Although I'm playing with a very similar deck. So just don't judge me too harshly for getting a bit salty going against blue. But, yeah. Artisan Brawl. What the fuck's Artisan Brawl? Yeah, anyway, what did you mean by, is he in this mono red? No, not heard of him. Mr. Inferno. But we shall have a look. Can I just play any of my Brawl decks? No, I have to create one. Okay. We won't be doing that. Mr. Inferno. Is he even in Arena? I don't know. Mr. Inferno. Does it have a full stop after? No. No, doesn't seem to be on Arena. I'm missing the Mizzet. I mean, I think the Mizzet would go really well in this deck. Mizzet. Is it Mizzet? 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 It's Infernus on Arena. Oh, okay. Infernus. Infernus. Right, okay. Would help if I learned how to spell. Infernus. Infernus? That I don't think any of this looks right. In fact, oh, there we go. When the Infernus enters, search your library for a basic man's card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. The Infernus gets +1/+1 for each mountain you control. When the Infernus leaves the battlefield, sacrifice an island. That's good, actually, isn't it? Nope. Don't want to craft you. Yeah, no, let's stick it in. Let's see. Let's see. It took me a long time to get there, but we got there. I tell you what, I've never been able to play City on Fire. I just never get the mana to get there. It's great against Cloud, though. Let's get rid of one of the targeting spells. All right, let's try that. We'll try. We'll see. Let's see what we can do. This deck is when it works well. You also need a player to be able to, play these kind of decks, because I am not very good at Magic, as you know, but also first instant / sorcery deck I've ever built. So yeah, got a lot to learn with this one. It'll make waves. Okay, we've got Grape Shot. We've got Torbran, which is great. Only 2 mana, but we could Faithless Looting. What would I discard? Probably a targeting and maybe the Pinnacle Monk. To be fair, the Pinnacle Monk's only use really is a land. I'm gonna keep. You know what? I don't have to play Faithless Looting. I can wait. I can just be patient and wait till Ashling's on the battlefield. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yes, let's dash. Yes, let's dash Ragavan out. Turn 2 Ragavan's always nice. We're going to get that treasure token. That's going to get us quicker to Ashling. We're playing against Nashi Illusion Gadgeteer, which has Flash, Menace, Ward 2. When Nashi enters, secretly choose a card in your graveyard and conjure a duplicate of it into your hand. If the duplicate isn't a land card, it perpetually gains Flash. I'm going to play Pinnacle Monk as a Thingamabob, and I'm going to play Thingamabob with the treasure. Now, if they manage to destroy Ashling, that's going to be really annoying, but it should be fine. Should have been the monk over the spell. Really? For the swap out, yeah. Okay, they could be holding. Okay. Oh, okay. Fine. Fair enough. GG, I guess. Yeah. I think this deck definitely hurts my brain more because I live in the world of creatures mostly. That's where my comfort lies. You know, this one I have so much more to think about. But this is where I need to improve my game, and it's thinking about, okay, what have they played? Could I be swapping it, like you say, getting rid of playing the Ragavan and going for the swap? Would that have been better? But I always the way I play Magic is, and this is wrong, don't play Magic this way, is I don't care about what my opponents have got, I just care about what I've got, which is not the right way to play. Sometimes I care, like I know that with Balin they're going to be creating lots of tokens, they're going to be able to tap those tokens to play lots of things. So really, with it being those colours as well, I could really do with more spells, but we've got Ramping. You see, if they play lots of Heir Apparents, this creature would be great with dealing with the tokens. No, that's not the spell I was thinking of. The spell I was thinking of is you do 1 damage to an opponent, and it does 1 damage to each creature they control. Reading the card explains the card. Yes, I'm happy with that. I can't remember how tough Balin is, and I love the artwork for this card. Amazing. Tap 2, untap tokens you control, add 1 mana of any colour. Tap 3, untap tokens you control, draw a card. Tap 4, untap tokens you control, put 3 +1/+1 counters on Balin. It gains trample until end of turn. I'm going to hold up Faithless Looting. I'm not going to play it. Looks alright. What, the first hand or this hand? I got Momo, by the way, as you can probably tell. I love Momo. For the Mastery Pass, the companion is Appa. I don't know how that's going to look on the screen, because, you know, Appa's quite a big beast. Be right back. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, just going to be patient. Nothing to play here yet. I think next turn Gala Greetus is going to get big, but I'm going to go Magus of the Moon. So any non-basic lands they play, and they're going to play quite a few, are going to be red. But now they do have access to all of their colours, so I think maybe I might have helped them in that one. We'll find out. Okay, so let's read the cards. Choose any number of artifact tokens and or creature tokens you control with different names for each of them. Create a token. Let's copy a bit. Okay. You see, this is where I could really do with the spell. I could get rid of Garlic Greeters, or I could go Ashling this turn and just be a bit more patient with it, which is what I'm going to do. Not going to attack. Let's just sit here. I think if they make Garlic Greeters, start making Garlic Greeters bigger, I could really do with that spell that does the 1 damage. I might be able to play quite a few spells this turn. I can do 5 damage once they play Balin because of Fiery Annihilation. I think cut them off from treasure token generation is good. Is a good idea. Yeah. Especially because they're creating... Well, they're not going to create a token this turn. Next turn, are they? Quintorus Cannon. Great artwork. Very psychedelic. Create a 3/2 red and white spirit creature token. Exile any number of target cards from your graveyard. Add red for each card exiled this way. You may play those cards this turn.
We can all learn from the past.
I'm not sure why they've not played Balin. Maybe because they know I'm playing mono red and I will have instants and sorceries, maybe? Who knows? Right, let's see what we've got here. We could do... Let's cut them off from creating tokens. I'm going to play Faithless Looting, which is going to draw me 2 cards. I will discard Fire Spitter Whelp. Okay, let's get rid of... I think maybe a token generator is probably better in this deck. Or do we want to go for damage to face? Let's get rid of Monstrous Rage. And Firebrand Archer. Okay, we'll go with... Lithomantic Barrage. And we'll... Oh, I should have gone for the Planeswalker. Fucking idiot. And we'll discard Young Pyromancer. Okay, and then we can attack. Let's get rid of their Planeswalker.
Now I'm history.
Okay. Nice. I mean, it was a good turn. And we can still deal with Balin. Fair. That's fair. Let's get Ashling out again. Faster it appears. Yeah. We've kind of, the only tokens they've got are obviously these three. We could see more board wipes. Okay. Let's do Faithless Looting. Let's get rid of that and... Such a good card. No, I only need to get rid of one. I'm going to get rid of Ragavan. It's a great card, but yeah, we'll do 2 damage, which is perpetual to Oja attack. There is none. There is no thingamabobby, so that's fine. And then we'll equip to you, and we'll do 6 damage. Okay, that's a good turn. Okay, that's a good turn. Nice, nice, nice. And we can do 6 damage to each other creature, which we do have the mana for, so we can kill Balin this turn unless Balin gets too big. And Rocco, although it'll be nice to... Yeah, that's fine. We've got mana for days! Mana for days! Nice! Okay, that's how it's bloody done. Let's do 2 damage to face. Let's discard the Mountain. Come on. Come on. Can we do it? Can we do it? No, because that's a sorcery. Oh. Oh, yes. Oh, very good turn. Very good. GG. I enjoyed that. That was good. I'm sorry. You know when I'm concentrating is when I stop talking. And as someone who is trying to get better at doing this YouTube and stuff and is trying to get better at commentating on games, it's not good. But it just means that I'm in the zone and I'm like, okay, I think I'm there. That's when you know. And if the tongue comes out, which I tend to do when I'm concentrating, like that, I'm sorry. Nobody wants to see that slippery, moist mouth muscle. Right. Anyway, let's go back into queue. GG. Thank you, Fireburst. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. Right. Here we go. I'm feeling like I'm getting there with this deck. I'm starting to. It's like the Matrix, you know, when Neo finally realizes he's the one. You know, it's like that, but rather than being the one, I'm like the millionth. I don't know. Stop talking. Okay. Right. We're going against Slamfoot and Squee. They're going to be bringing lots of stuff back from the graveyard. So killing stuff isn't really going to help us here. Well, it will. Slow them down. They're not playing with white or blue, so that's not really going to do much. It's just going to do 1 damage, so that's a bit pants. That's better for late game. And a creature with prowess. I'm going to mulligan. Yes. Magus of the Moon. Of the Moon is, I think, a keeper in this hand because of them playing black, red, and green. Whenever Slamfoot and Squeak enters or attacks, create a 1/1 green Saproling creature token. Sacrifice Saproling, return this card and up to 1 other target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. That's it. Easy, bruvs. Easy. YouTube can't figure how many are gawking. Just went from 5 to 15 to 11. Yeah, it's currently saying 14. But I think what happens is, and this has happened since I started YouTube, is people join the live, look at me, and go, and then listen to me for a bit, and then go, nope, and then leave. Which, I don't blame them, to be fair. I wouldn't watch me. But I have to live with me. Grist. It's only a little... Altar of Dementia. I almost said Ultra. They are playing with red, so I mean, and they're playing lots of non-basic lands. So I think I'm just going to stick with Ashling this turn. Obviously, I can't block. They're going to have kill spells. Travis, welcome back. Welcome back. I've missed you. Fuck it. Let's put it in the library rather than... The thing is, they can bring it back. And they're not playing non-basic lands. Oh, but getting it out of the way for now. At least it's not Planeswalker. The prowess wouldn't have really helped me that turn anyway. Even if I'd have done it in the other order. Wasn't really anything to gain from playing any other order. So, Soundfighting to Agree enters. Okay. Fine. I mean, maybe it would have been better to save that, but we can play Nibelheim from the graveyard, so that's not too much of a problem. God, I'd love it if I could exile their graveyard. That would be so good, but I can't. Let's just get as much damage in as we can in while we've got no blockers. We may as well. I mean, I could. No, I can't because I don't have the mana. I'm an idiot. Hey, champion. Also, are any of those lands snow covered? Yeah, they're all snow covered. Those two. But they're still basic, aren't they? We'll do that, we'll do that. we may as well just get another blocker on the battlefield for now. It doesn't affect them, but I live. How's the weather yonder? Melissa didn't wing you, did she? Yeah, was Melissa bad in Florida? Oh God, they've thrown away. All of these are horrible. Gitrog, Ravenous Ride. Yeah, I've got no way to exile their graveyard, which is such a shame. And it has haste and trample. I don't think I'm going to win this one, guys. Slimefoot and Squee is just too good. I can do that. That's going to give that prowess. There's a one-drop artifact from the Lord of the Rings set that you should look at that does just that. What, this? And then I need 1 mana, which I'm not going to get, because if I do that, that's going to take up all the mana. Yeah, this one's not a winner, guys. And I thought I'd put that... And they've got a Natalia in the graveyard. So Atali's coming back. Stone of Eric. Yeah, I do not have Stone of Eric. I don't have Stone of Eric, but I know Stone of Eric is what I meant. But I don't have Stone of Eric. Eric? Erech. Erech. Eric? I don't know what it is, how it's pronounced, but I know of the card. So I've got 2 more of them to collect, and then I'm done that, and the Mastery Pass is done, and there's, what, 14 days left, something like that, to the next set. Let's grab a pack while we're here. I was going to save my gold for the next set, but... No, you didn't notice Melissa. Interesting. I thought it was going to be really bad down Florida way. Mythic wildcard? No. Okay. And nothing new. I realised I had hardly any cards from the Alchemy set for Aether Drift. And yesterday I got the... what's the black creature that you choose? You secretly choose a creature and then it's an insect. I got that yesterday in a pack opening. I was very pleased. Really good card. Eric, that's what I was going to look at. I put it in Sabo. Goes well with the Super Void. Okay. I mean, if anybody watching has got any suggestions with this deck, feel free to Stone of it's colorless, isn't it? Yeah. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. Sacrifice Stone of Eric, exile target player's graveyard, draw a card. Nice. That would have been really handy. In fact, that's the only non-black card that does that that I now have. So there you go, because I've got Bojuka Bog, and then I've got that creature that also comes a land and it creates a Bojuka Bog if it's 10. You know, that card. I'm still kind of thinking that maybe for a... So I'm wondering whether Breaking of the Fellowship's only good in certain situations and not so good in reality. See, giving it haste is good. See, that's Tectonic Hazard is good because of specifically Heir Apparent decks and Ramping decks, you know, which have lots of Llanowar elves and whatnot. Okay, I've got rid of that because I don't have Goblin. So yeah, Red Bones, Black Skull. Welcome for joining. Welcome. Thank you for joining. How the devil are you? Yes, this is mono red. Don't normally play mono red. I've never been successful with building a mono red deck because I normally play counters, creatures, lots of creatures. That's where I sit comfortably. So this is out of my comfort zone. By counters, obviously, I mean like +1/+1 counters and stuff. That's my favourite way to play. Although I try everything, you know. I also play artifact stuff. You know, I'm waffling, but you know what I mean. So this is out of my wheelhouse, but I'm enjoying it. So, you know. So I was kind of challenged. Mason, who's Travis's son, he's in the comments. He suggested this be a surprise deck, so I didn't tell anybody I was building this deck. I've had no help from my Discord with this deck. So Freefall, what a great name! Hello there. Thank you for the waving. Really like your name. Thank you for joining. How are you doing? Right. Okay. Brain Power. Faithless Looting. Good. Heartfire Immolator. Good. Good. And good. We're going against mono green though. Lots of ramping. Is this good enough hand? Ashaya makes every creature a land. Which means I can't target them with stuff like that but they're still a creature. Is that right? Oh, I can't remember. He got us good. What do you mean he got us good? I haven't tried Brawl yet. How does it differ from Standard? So with Brawl, you get 25 life. I'm going to mulligan. Sorry. Yeah. Target. Yeah, that'll do. So you get 25 life. It's similar to Commander in the sense that you choose a commander. So you choose a legendary creature, vehicle, and something legendary. Not legendary artifacts, but creatures and vehicle. And then you have to create a deck based around the colour identity of your commander. You get 25 life rather than the 20. And your commander sits separately from your hand. So do you play commander at all? We're going to keep. We'll play a mountain. Yeah, so Ashire's power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. Non-token creatures you control are forest lands in addition to their other types. They're still affected by summoning sickness. Okay, let's see if we can get rid of their... let's get rid of their ramping. Let's slow them down. I've played a little bit of Commander and watched videos about it. Yeah, so it's really about synergy of the deck and looking at your commander and, you know. So I mostly play... I mean, these guys will tell you, my comfort is within the creatures. I like going wide, I like having a variety of creatures, and I like doing battle on the battlefield. Whereas this deck is all about, you know... pants. Struggling with land. That's not good. And we'll end the turn there. Yeah, whereas this deck, my commander cares about the instants and sorceries. So, yeah, deck building is... There's a lot to learn from the deck building with regards to Brawl and Commander. It's one of these things that you can... My advice, if you're looking for advice... If you're not looking for advice, I'm sorry. I guess if you pick a black-red commander, you could have a black-red deck. Yeah. Or can commander in Brawl only have one colour? No, it can have multiple colours. Whatever your colour identity of your commander is, that's what your deck has to become. So if you want to practice on a deck, I would start with something like... I would stick with a mono-coloured colour, and I would maybe go stick to a specific animal. So in Arena, with building a white deck, for example, a lot of white creatures are cats. So it's quite easy to build a deck around a creature, and then because a lot of creature cards then care about other creature cards of the same name. So it's just a way of getting used to looking at synergy and how a deck works. So yeah, I would definitely think about doing something like that. It just makes it easier. Let's get a big blocker out of the battlefield. So we'll play my commander for this turn, or a black squirrel deck. Yeah. Yeah, if you're going for something like if you're going for something like squirrels, a lot of the squirrels are black green. You know, on Arena, really, you kind of need both colours, and the squirrel. Oh for goodness sake, what's the squirrel called? Thibus. What's the squirrel called? You're right. Just like in real life Commander. There just are a lot of cards that are named differently. Yeah. So you can only have one creature of each type. Sorry, no. You can only have one creature. You can only have one card of each type. So unless... I don't want to confuse you by going on, but there's Heir Apparent, which... you can have, it says on the card, you can have any number of Heir Apparents in a deck. So a lot of people build white token decks where they've got 25 Heir Apparents in the deck. Chatterfang, that's it, thank you. So Chatterfang is probably the best squirrel commander you can get, and it's black and green. So, and then there's lots of supporting squirrels. Squirrels are great. So yeah. Or you do what Williak says, you go blue and you will have lots of fun with the opponent rage. And yeah, I get very, very angry when I play blue. Blue and red tends to be a lot of like spells that aren't creatures. So because I play mostly creature spells, okay, you can target it. Okay, just checking. Okay, I'm going to come out of this one. I just can't win against that and unnatural growth. Too good. Yeah, I saw a video playing a deck with 60 Heir Apparents. Yeah, it's just an easy way of dealing with it. But where Heir Apparent falls down is like with that card I played where it does 1 damage to each creature, that gets rid of all the tokens in one fell swoop, or a board wipe, and it can take Heir Apparents a long time to get back to where it is. But an easy one to build is Arabo. If you what color do you like to play mainly? Sticking, I mean, for your first deck building, I think personally. So if you wanted to go white and red, you could go Ajani. That cares about cats, so you can just create lots of cats, and there are lots and lots of cats in both red and white. I've been playing black lately, but white is fun too. Yeah, I quite like, or you could do both. But Arabo is great if you want to do cats as well. Another great cat commander, but that's just purely white. Black, there's rats. Rats good in black. Rat colony, you can have any number of rats, and I think a really good starting commander for black is Wick. There he is. So whenever a rat enters the battlefield, you exile a card from your opponent's library, and it creates a rat token as well. So that's great. But if you play rat colony, you can have any number of rats. You can have any number of them in a deck, and because it's only common, you can get the wild cards quickly enough to get loads of rat colonies, a few kill spells, and there you go. You've got a Brawl deck ready to go. How dare you say light pawls? Guys of the Hellraiser, yeah, mono black's good. Light Paws is very consistent deck. Yeah, that's an enchantment deck, isn't it? Light Paws. Yeah. So there's, if you really wanted to practice, that's where I started. I picked one color and I picked white, and I went for Arabo. So my first deck was just cats, and I kept with one color. And it's going to put you in. It's going to put you in similar. The way that the queue works, it puts you in similar sort of. It'll look at your deck and then score the deck. It gives the deck a score, and then it tries to put you in a game with a person who's got the closest score to your deck, if that makes sense. Yeah, Chocobo deck's pretty scary. I mean, I love green. Green's my favourite colour. And yeah, with the doubling enter the battlefield to an Orioroboid, yeah, that gets really scary. But yeah, so this is where I went. I went I don't know why I did that, but you know. But I went Arabo, and then whenever a cat enters, it creates a cat token. So yeah, and there are lots of cats, and there are lots of. And then you can start building, and the more you play, you'll go against decks that thrash you, and you'll see cards, and you're like, oh, I really want to build a deck around that, and it gives you ideas, and it just takes time to build your library, and 2, figure out exactly what it is you want to play and what you enjoy playing, because some things you won't enjoy playing. Like, I don't particularly enjoy playing spell only decks. I much prefer the creature side of things. I used to play Arena a bunch years ago and then took a break, so I have a bunch of older cards in my library too. Oh, good. That's where it's really difficult to sort of build your library from older cards. So, yeah, I only play Brawl, so yeah, that's all I do. What am I doing? Yeah, Angels are good too with mono white. Yeah, yeah. If you're just getting into Brawl, I gotta go. See you in Discord. See you on Discord, dude. Thank you for watching. Bye. Yeah, so that's the way I would go personally. Pick a creature type, or if you enjoy playing creatures, you know, not everybody does. Some people, like Williak, he's evil, and he will put anything bad that will do some dirt to your opponent. That's the way he goes. I'm curious about how good those avatar cards will be. Yeah, I'm particularly excited about Firebending. I think that's going to be quite good. So this is really creature heavy, but we have got Laelia and Screaming Nemesis, and we're going against Shtola. Y'shtola does 4 damage. If an opponent or themselves take 4 damage, they draw a card. So it's going to be lots of spells. I'm gonna keep. He is a dirty bird for sure, a real dirty bird. That Williak. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Avatar more than I was excited for Spider-Man. That's for sure. And I just think because the IP fits quite nicely within Magic. Yes, let's do Firebrand Archer. Do they have a counter spell? They are playing with Dirty Blue. Tell me if it resolves. They've got a counter spell. Or they don't have a counter spell. Fine. Fine. Can't play that. Don't have the mana. If I can get Lelia out of most removal, sort of. No, ignore me. Let's play Cavern of Souls, and I will name. She's an elemental, isn't she? Yeah. Elemental. Yeah, try countering that, you dick. Again, I'm going to attack with Lelia. I can't. I hate them. You know when I get angry because I stop talking. Okay, sorry for trying to rage bait my opponent, I guess. Yeah, you should be sorry. Nobody likes a rage baiter. No, wait. Nobody... Wait. Let's do... Let's do 1 damage to each creature, shall we? Yoinkus. Yoinkus. And then let's get out Screaming Nemesis. GG! GG! Y'shtola was my favourite Final Fantasy card. I thought, yeah, great. This salt is ready for you, sir. Yeah, you shouldn't be salty about that. It should be me that gets salty. GG, thank you. But I tell you what, if you're wanting help with your deck, this is also a shameful plug, but my Discord is full of the people who are chatting now, and they're really good at helping with deck building and giving you ideas and stuff. So if there's ever a deck you want to build and you want some advice, join the Discord. The link is in my bio. Unfortunately, you have to request to join. You can't just join for some reason. Well, it's because you have to have 1,000 people in there, and I'm not that popular. But if you ever want help, yeah, just come by and say, "What? This is my deck," and yeah, and they will help you because they're all, and I will try and help you as best I can as well. Right, let's jump back in the queue. This is going to be my last game of the stream. I know I'm cutting it slightly short today. I'm really sorry, but I've got to go out. But yeah, who doesn't love to make an opponent lose 40 plus minutes with counters and mass return spells? Oh yeah, no, you're right. Every opponent loves it. I know I love watching my opponent take turn after turn after turn while I just sit here twiddling my thumb. I mean, I guess I can do other things while you're popping off, you know. Okay, mono blue. Speaking of, only 1 mana, but we can create a treasure. We've got some damage. I'm going to keep it. So whenever you draw your first or second card each turn, put an ingenuity counter on Marata. I just want to slow them down. I know it's only a 1-drop, but I think we've got to get rid of Marata. You may cast artifact spells from your hand with mana value less than or equal to the number of ingenuity counters. Ooh, okay, that's good. They're not going to be able to counter unless they've got a free counter spell, which they don't. Okay, that sets us up nicely. We've got 1 extra mana for next turn, so we can do maybe Lightning Strike. They can now play an artifact spell for 5. Blue artifact deck, yeah. I really quite like building blue artifact decks, to be fair. I like artifacts. Simulacrum Synthesizer, great card. That's going to create them an artifact token whenever they play an artifact that's 3 or over. Get rid of you. We'll discard you. That's good. That's going to give us some extra mana. That's going to give us 4 mana. We'll get rid of you. More mana is awesome sauce. Oh no, that was only the second time off. God damn it. Okay, well at least we've done something. I think Ilbrask. Next turn, we've just slowed Marata down. So they can play an artifact for 4. That's going to create them a token if they do. 3 or above, obviously. They can replay their commander again. Poo Poo UFO. It makes me laugh every time I read it. Thran. They can make something super hefty. I think Ilbrask will help me go off a bit more. So I can do Strike It Rich, and then let's hope that I start drawing those things. Oh, and the ingenuity counters don't get removed. Yes, they do, because they're not perpetual. Yeah, they're not perpetual. So it just slows them down a bit. Them having a 5/5 token, that's a bit nasty. There are certain cards that give perpetual stuff. You can remove it from your commander if it's a bad perpetual counter. I really wish we got Augustine 4 on Arena. I don't know that card. Oh, shit. Sorry, I didn't realise I was holding up priority. I think rather than Soulfim, let's do Strike It Rich. That's going to give me more mana. It's going to do 1 damage to the face. Damn it. That shut me off completely. 3, 4, 5, 6. I could tap Ashling and play City on Fire next turn. Eek! I don't know. There's an enchantment which isn't going to trigger Eurobrask. I'm going to be taking a lot of damage. Let's see what we draw. Obviously, playing City on Fire is worth it. But it's just not going to trigger Urabrask. And Urabrask with triple damage, you know, no matter what they block with, is dead. So I think it's still worth playing. Okay, we're doing triple damage. Come on, let's go. One drop, one drop, one drop. Come on, one drop, one drop. Ah, fucking hell. Bloody lands. We may as well go in for the attack. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Would have been nice to have got that one drop, but it's always when you don't want them. Yeah, and then no lands when you do. Exactly. Always the worst time. That's when you either do or don't get lands. Okay, can't kill me this turn, but they can do quite a lot of damage. Next turn, though, we can do a lot of damage. So if all we need is one kill spell to start the ball rolling. Blue. Does blue have enchantment destruction? Can't think of any. Yeah, there's got to be, right? They could create another token if they get a 3-drop artifact. If I survive it, yeah. I mean, the problem is if they attack in, definitely more likelihood they'll be dead. Interesting choice. Why would you go for a 2-drop? That's not going to trigger Simulacrum Synthesizer. That doesn't help at all. Unfortunately. I can replay Ashling, so that's not a problem. We've got first strike, so it'll kill the token anyway. Shuffler doing shuffle things, yeah. I mean, obviously it depends what they've drawn. They could create another token and just keep getting me with the flyer and then token generating, taking extra turns. It is mono blue. I keep a full hand on most of my decks. Yeah, having the card advantage. What the actual nonsense is that all about? I mean, they've got something. Aether thingy, return everything to my hand. Oh dear, what did I say? What did I say? And then do they have a counter spell? And we can still do City on Fire next turn, but they could do a River's Rebuke. Usually put more card draw over counters or removal. Yeah, card draw is... Having the card advantage is a massive plus. I mean, if they mana drain my city on fire, that'd be annoying. Okay, they're nice and wide. So I've got 9 mana. 1 drop, 1 drop, 1 drop. That's all we want. Just a 1 drop. And then a load of 1 drops. Nice. Okay, so let's do City on Fire. Let's give you +2/+2. And a 2 drop. What is that all about? I mean, at least we've got Trample. How much damage are we doing? Oh. Okay, I've just got to survive this turn. Just got to survive this turn. I could have destroyed the Simulacrum Synthesizer. This has got haste, so we could win if we get a 1 drop or 2 drop as well. If they've got River's Rebuke, that's going to be really annoying. If they can play 2 cheap artifacts, then they've won. Oh, they've won. GG. Okay, you don't have to keep playing, just attack. Close. It was a close one. Good game. GG, GG. I didn't know you can assign damage like that. Yeah. Yeah, with Trample, yeah. GG. It would have been nice to have won. Mono blue is always difficult. The thingamabobby saved them. The Cyclonic Rift saved them. I refuse to use a wild card on Cyclonic Rift. If I get it for free, great. But I'm not going to spend one of my wild cards on that dirty card. Anyway, what if you somehow counter with your 1 card and 0 mana? What do you mean? So if what do you mean if they countered it with 0 mana? Do you mean, are there cards that can counter for 0? I'll rewatch that to catch all the lovely content. Oh, thank you. Just joking about their overkill at the end. Yeah. Yeah. GG. It was good. I enjoyed it. I still think I do like that new commander, the blue one, but I think that ours is just a better commander in blue, or Emery. I still, if you build in an artifact deck, is my humble opinion. It's often wrong because I'm an idiot, but yeah. Anywho, I think I've watched all of the. Oh no, I've not caught up. Sorry, I missed some comments, which is why I didn't understand your last one. Hang on, let me just go back. Usually put more card draw. Phyrexian Arena at the beginning of upkeep, draw 1 and take 1 damage. Yeah, life is a fantastic resource. I love spending life on stuff, which is why I really like the enchantment. I can't get Chthonian out of my head, but it's not Chthonian. Did I put it in this deck? Here you go. Here's a quick look at my deck for next stream. I did not put it in this deck. Oh my god. Defiler in green is dope. Yes, very dope. Yeah, so my next one is a counters deck. So we'll be adding lots of counters to stuff, and that's where I like playing. So that's Friday at 11 AM my time. your time is all over the place because you're all over the world. So thank you for watching from all over the world. It makes me feel good in my balls. Right. I don't know why I said that. Anywho, love counters. Yeah, counters is the best way. Defiler, tasty stuff. So if you would like the deck list, it's in the description on YouTube, and I'll also add it to my Discord afterwards. If you would like to show us your deck and I will show you mine on Discord, then my little community on there is absolutely amazing, and they will talk to you and help you with your deck. And the link is in my bio, so you can join there. So thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, joining, playing, doing all that stuff. So let's play a game of counters versus counters on Friday. All right, you're in. But I swear to God, if your deck is the counters where you counter everything I play, I will be very unhappy with you and will give you a timeout. And, you know, I don't like to do that and go there, but I know you and I know you're evil. So, yeah, so thanks ever so much. And I will see you on Friday at 11 a.m. So thank you. Love you all.